In this video, we'll be focusing on the Legacy Pro End Zone Tower. The Legacy Pro is a little bit taller, big brother of our original Legacy Tower. The Legacy Pro stands 32 foot tall when fully erect and approximately 6 foot tall in the lowered nesting position. This tower is made out of carbon fiber, weighing in at approximately 17 pounds, making it extremely lightweight and easy to transport, especially with the included travel bag. The 5-foot diameter base allows the tower to withstand winds of up to 20 miles per hour. The Legacy Pro also comes with 3 saddlebags to put sand or weighted material in and throw over the tripod legs for extra support in the wind. We highly recommend to use the sandbags at all times. Just like its little brother, the Legacy Pro has oversized, quick-release latches that allow you to easily and efficiently raise each section to your desired height. The Legacy Pro End Zone Tower can be paired with our complete basic hardware kit, our complete advanced hardware kit, or our complete drone to end zone hardware kit.
Hello everybody, welcome to Ballin W Bill, and it's great to be here with Coach Thompson from Ashland. And it's an honor to always have you, Coach. You're a gentleman and a scholar. We're here today. First of all, I want to thank Sideline Power for their sponsorship and also sports boards. And I also want to thank Coach Thompson for taking time out of his busy schedule this time of year to come out and see us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you feel? We've done this before, but this is our different form. We're going to get you on the board today and show us how intelligent you are in the game of football. But how you doing? How's everything? I know you just got back from camp.
We did. We took a little family vacation out the East Coast and then came back, and we've been to Hastings for a few days with our team, and just got back this morning from some 7-on-7. It kind of, for some reason, we put it all together in one point in time. It's kind of been busy, but things will start slowing down. It's been a good time though.
Could you put the pads on at Hastings?
We did. Yep. We were able.
First time they've been on since last fall, right?
Yep, they were. So it was fun watching the kids kind of start to grow back into, the pads on, popping a little bit. And by the end of the couple days, we're pretty satisfied where we're at. Got a lot of good kids, a lot of kids back, and even the young kids that got to go for the first time, they did a great job. So we're excited where we're at.
What do you think the keys for you from last year finishing up and moving forward to this fall?
Yeah, I think it's just a continually building on what you've done. Never kind of settle for what's going on, but we always go back and look at our foundation and see where we're at. Is there any cracks there? Do we need to fill anything in? And then from there on, it's just our goal is to build up to August. I feel very comfortable where our team's at. We have some talented seniors that we have to replace this year. But I think our kids really understand what our program's about, and we'll be ready to go come August.
So tell me about your key returners and your newcomers that you've seen so far coming back to Hastings.
It starts up front. We have 3-4 guys up front that played a lot of ball for us last year, and that's seniors Luke Lambert, Braxton, Buck, and Jackson Ham. And then we have Landon Sabota coming in as a sophomore. We'll see a lot more time. In the backfield, we return everyone with our quarterback Dane Jacobson, our fullback Logan Sabota, and our tailbacks Drake Zimmerman and Nathan Upton, replacing the guys on the outside. Really, we have Ty Carey coming back. He split some time at tight end, but our receivers will kind of be up for grab. Thomas Spears kind of would be our best and top returning guy. He kind of moved all over the place, but our outside receivers.
He's getting some looks, isn't he?
I think so. He's played a lot of ball. He's very smart. He's a coach on the field, and it's great to have because he kind of can make you right when you have something wrong going on. So
I want to ask you this. I know how you got there, but kind of tell our listeners how you ended up in Ashland, because you've done a heck of a job, but there was a progression to get there to be the head coach.
So back when I was in college, I knew Brad Jacobson, our former basketball and football coach from here. He's our current principal. I knew him. He taught me and coached me back in St. Edward. And I was at UNL, and I need to get some hours and get into that coaching part of it. And he was gracious enough to allow me to come out. And I got involved in some middle school basketball and some football. And then once that was over, Barry Kittrell took over, and he was okay with me volunteering and hanging out and getting more experience from there. So I did that for 2 more years. Then I took off and became the head coach at Prague for a year. And then once the position opened up at the elementary, I came back to Ashland. So 3 more years with Coach Kittrell, and luckily fortunate and humbled enough to take over the program after that.
You've had good years now, back to back consistently. What do you owe that credit to? I know you're going to say your team staff, but kind of it's got to be somewhat of a culture too that you build up.
I think so.
In your time there.
I mean, you gotta constantly be building your house. We told the team this year, you're constantly building your house and making sure everything is right and perfect and in line. I think it goes back to, we always go back to the same thing every year in the spring. We talk about our program, what it means to be on it, how the kids are the owners of that program, and we just kind of keep building that up, and the players take control. I also think, now it's almost an expectation that our kids are, they're doing the right thing at the right time and helping each other out, being accountable, being responsible, and it just keeps translating. And like you said, I am going to thank our staff, because really it's those guys putting the players in an opportunity to get their potential out of them. So not trying to put that, square peg in a round hole. Let's make sure that we can move this around a little bit so that those kids can be successful. So, yeah.
Okay, this is a question I want to ask you. You've done so well. You're all right at the cutting edge.
Mm-hmm.
In your feeling, in your heart, what do you think to get that final step? Because you're right there. I mean, you're knocking.
I wish
at the
I
door.
knew.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Because you're right on the door.
I just think, when you get into those quarterfinal games, which, unfortunately we can't get past the last few years. We're close, I think it's just having one thing happen. One thing go your way, one more thing go your way. The Pierce game last year, sitting back, it was a phenomenal game.
Great.
Went back and forth,
team too,
great team. They made one more play than us toward the end of the game and set them up. So, you walk off the field very sad at that moment, but in all reality, we did absolutely everything possible, and we're just a little bit away. And when we break through, the tough thing is you didn't get to break through with every program, but those guys that have built up for that point, when we break through, and we will,
you will. I know you will.
It should be celebrated by everyone, no matter.
So when you're coaching your kids, what do you tell them that helps separate you from the other teams that you play? Because there's got to be something that you do, that you feel, that you tell your kids that gives them that swagger out there in the field.
Man, I don't know. We truly just worry about us. Easy to say right here, and I'm not a 17-year-old kid worrying about what's in the paper and whatnot, but
yeah.
But
what's on the blog anymore.
Yeah, we truly worry about us, and we want to make sure that if we take care of what we do. We always say the scoreboard usually ends up the right way, but somewhere along the way or that week, if you're not taking care of what you're supposed to and worrying about us, and then you don't know what happens at the end of the game. So I don't know, maybe it's that. I'm sure.
Because you've got a swag. When you come out and watch you guys, you can see it.
Yeah,
and just kind of how you.
I think they're confident. They believe in themselves. They prepare the right way, and I think they respect everything about the game and the opponents. But yeah, there's a little something about our kids that
I
they
think
believe
that's
in what
something
they're
that's
doing.
in your culture that's there, because you can see it, pre-game and post-game, that the way they represent the team and the program and yourself and all that. Well, this is a sideline power question here. What is it like coaching with Jake Jensen?
Oh,
the juicer.
The Juicy Jake is what you call him?
Juicy Jake.
Juicy Jake.
You know what? The one thing about Jake that I love is that he pushes us. He pushes our staff with a ton of ideas. And he is a diehard football guy.
Oh, he's football.
He's probably somehow sneaking some time down there right now, working on football. But one of the first things I told him was, I don't want a yes man. Just bring anything, because the worst thing that we're going to tell you is no.
Right.
And he has brought a lot of stuff that there's a lot that we've said no, but there's some things that we're like, holy cow, you're challenging us, and let's go ahead and let's see how that works. Because change, it's inevitable. It's either you're going to do it or you're not. So he keeps us on our toes, and he is going to. I would say I will lose him at some point in time, because
I think he's going to be a good
he's
head
going to
coach.
be a tremendous head coach.
Yeah.
But while he's here, we're going to get everything out of him because he's tremendous at what he does.
Now I look at you because you're on the defense, but how do you get in your offense is a very powerful thing. So how do you get them to work and coincide together?
The offense and defense.
Yeah, to work comes out to the kind of game that you want to do, that you're presenting yourself.
I think the number one is our staff truly trusts and believes in each other. Nate Tonjes, it starts with him. Tremendous offensive mind. He kind of has a vision of how things he wants it to look and how it should fit. And Coach Baronic, Coach Craven, Coach Jensen just kind of feed into it. And what Nate wants to do, he's going to do. I don't need to be messing with it. Usually when I mention something, he just kind of turns me down anyway, so I kind of sit off in the corner. But no, I 100% belief and trust in him. And the opposite of that, same thing. He never questions anything on our side. I think it's just the fact that the kids understand that whatever part of the game that we're doing, we're still playing with heart. We're still, trying to get to the same outcome. I think they get that.
This session here, we're going to get the famous Mr. Thompson on the board, talking some defensive ball here. So we'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Sideline Power office. As you can see, the 2021 season is well underway. We got a lot of our different products set up, ready to go. As you know, we always strive to provide the latest and greatest technology. So today, I want to show you what's new for 2021. Let's head up to the studio. So we are extremely excited to announce 2 new headset systems we're offering this year from Coachcom, the Cobalt and the Cobalt Plus system. My favorite feature of both of these systems is that they come with the extremely comfortable and lightweight Smart Boom Pro headset. Flip to mute microphone, very comfortable, easy to use, trusted by 97% of the FBS programs. So if you're watching a game on Saturday, most likely they're wearing this exact same headset. Let's start with the Cobalt. Very easy to use, basic 2-channel system. Good for a smaller coaching staff. 10-hour battery life, just easy to use, very simple, no bells and whistles. The Cobalt Plus, you see a very sleek belt pack. This gets up to 6 channels, a lot easier to expand, customize to the exact setup that you need for your coaches. Cobalt Plus also has the ability for a coach to play or receiver. Strap this on one of your players, you're able to communicate through the headsets right on the field during practice, anything like that. 16-hour battery life, and one of the best systems on the market. If you're looking for more information on any of these systems, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email. I'm Mark with Sideline Power. Remember, stay powered up.
I'm gonna let you get the chalk there, Coach. Go ahead and drop your base defense. How you start when I'm your new kid on your team. I'm a ninth grader.
That sounds good. Well, we see a little bit of everything all year, so we'll just get into some sort of spread set. We're a 3-4 team, okay, odd front team. So we're gonna get our 3 guys up front in the base set. We walk down our backer out here. We're gonna have a corner safety over the top. 2 backs. Safety, some sort of 3-4 look. We're a quarters team, so we're playing some sort of quarters coverage behind it.
Okay.
Yep.
How do the offenses that you face try to attack you first?
They're going to test our C gap. They're going to see how well we can defend that C gap because they can easily cave down our front and either kick out or blow past our outside backers. They're going to see where we're at there. We really try to work a heavy hands by our outside backer. Our ends are watching this guy's hip, hands on here, so that if we get that down block, we're coming through to try to run arm to try and slow down that C gap play, power, whatever they're running.
Right.
Yeah.
Does anybody try to run option against you guys?
We have seen some option. It's getting to be more of your new egg style option with the bubble.
The zone read and the
zone
RPOs.
read. Yep. So we try our best in that situation to take our outside backers out of the run pass conflict. This side we're good. This side he's in conflict. We know that. We tell him that the safety will make him right if he jumps that zone read.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what, as far as what do people do to adjust besides that path? I mean, do they try to condense it all, or they stay spread the whole time anymore? Or because your defense is very successful, so they got to find ways to try to move the ball and control the clock.
Number one, motion. We do have some base rules with our outside backers, and once the formation comes out, they're going to get into those base rules, and that could be attaching, that could be not. But motion isn't going to move those backers. So sometimes they'll try to outflank us and know those rules. So we just have to be sound and sometimes put in an automatic check when it's happening. But that's one way. They do overload sometimes. We'll get an unbalanced set once in a while with an extra tackle over. Our way to solve it is we try to also move over.
Move the lineman over.
Move the front, yep. So we try our best to keep our guys in their base alignment all night, and then just work to what that game plan is they're trying to do against us.
Now, do you stay in cover 4 all the time, or do you move it, or what?
We're a big cover 4 team. There's man principles. I tell you. You want to talk about a guy that wants to stunt? He's underneath of us right now.
Juicy Jake would bring the house on you. And the sink if he could.
And I'm opening up a little bit. I'm very, very confident that if we teach our guys a simple direction, that we can react quick enough. It's been really good.
No, I know.
Sorry. But we are going to incorporate a little bit more. We have some cover 3 this summer that we're working on. A little bit of more man.
Do you do some one?
We put that in as well, just to see what it looked like at camp and at 7-on-7. So we're working with it. And like you said, 20 years doing the same thing. It's I start itching about doing that. So
when I first watched high school, when I was at Dana, everybody was in 3 and 1.
Yep.
I mean, one safety. Nobody was in 2. Now, and of course, back then, you guys
everyone was tight.
Yeah, you were tight in. Now that everybody's spread out, you see 2 safeties a ton, and when I go watch high school games.
Yep.
And they're either running a type of cover 4, or they're getting something, but they're trying to, mess up with the RPOs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the RPO game. I think just the athletes today are being built for speed.
I don't think they're training. Yes.
And not that there aren't those physical teams that we'll see throughout the year, but they are definitely using the field now as opposed to running between tackles.
Right. Yep. And you look at college. They're getting more back to 1 safety and 3, and trying to, mess with the RPOs and stuff, because they're trying to put pressure on it, make the decision happen quicker.
Absolutely.
And all that.
Yep.
So okay, so you're looking at getting into that some too. Does that change your front at all, or do you still? Because everybody, I mean, you see more odd front now. When I was growing up, when I was playing, it was odd front.
Oh, sorry, 53 probably.
Yeah, 53. Yes.
Yep.
And then it all became 4 front.
Yep.
But now you see the 3-4 coming back in because of the spread a lot more.
Yep, the zone principles and things. A lot of people are going to tight fronts to mess with the combos and make them work for their whatever they call them, ace deuce and certain combos. We are very much almost concrete, but our post snap will change. I want kids to be able to line up right now every single play. We talk about caring, communicate, align, assignment, responsibility, and effort and finish and whatnot. So I want them to line up. So if they come out and it's something goofy, we can still get lined up. Maybe we can run the call, whatever. But as long as we're in line and we know where we're at, so we try to give the same picture no matter who we're playing. So if a team has 9 games on us and they look at it, they probably are going to know where we're lining up. But our goal is to...
How do you move? Can you show me an example of move post snap?
No, that's fine. So, you have your stick concepts where we're moving post snap here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting some sort of blitz here. Now we're bringing a guy down to your basic cover 3.
Yeah.
We're going to match. We're going to have match principles. I don't like covering grass.
No, so I think the game...
Yeah.
When I first started throwing the ball, everybody was covering gas. I loved you.
Yeah.
And then everybody went. So now you got to do different concepts because you're reading routes.
Yeah. So we have a cover 3 behind it, but we're going to go ahead and match routes the best that we can, but again, give the same picture.
Because I think when you leave a kid out there covering grass, that's what he ends up doing.
Right. It's slow. It's passive. We want to be aggressive and just allow you to separate and move.
And it honestly, it gives these times to get to the quarterback too, coach.
Oh yeah.
If you're making the quarterback read longer,
Yep.
he can't get it, because his timing is step, boom.
Yep.
And if you're changing that,
Yeah.
it slows him down.
Give them a different look afterward.
Right.
Like you said, you've had some coaches on here. One recently that he's all over the place with his blitzing and he does a tremendous job. We go to camp with them every year, and it just gives us so much fits because you just don't know where it's coming.
He does a good job of hiding it, doesn't he?
Oh, he's good. Yeah. So I think, as a high school kid, I think, giving them a sense of comfortability of what it looks like and then changing it post-snap is your best way to do it.
Against an offensive guy and a quarterback coach, that drives us nuts.
Yeah,
If
because
you-
they
if
see
you're
the
like-
same picture.
Yeah.
We hope for them to see the
If
same
you see the same picture,
Yeah.
okay, now what are they going to do behind this?
Yep.
And then you go down percentages,
So
but you can always change it up, and that drives you crazy.
We're getting there, and we'll see when bullets start flying. If I'm like, all right, I'm sticking with it, or if I'm like, sorry, all that stuff we worked on the summer, we're not doing it anymore. No.
All right, what's the number one run play against you that you worry about every game when you go in it? When you face, there's one that just scares you when you line up.
Just your athletic quarterback, with the power read. Okay, the power read still gets us a little bit because
You can get that in washed down, right?
that end it gets washed down. Sometimes this guy can't get over the top because they got those guys screaming.
Right.
So that one gave us fits the last 2 years in 3 different games. That type of situation. We get the power team. Sometimes they have a quick, not so much of a trap, but it's almost a dive that they'll hit our weak side B gap because we'll condense the front over, and sometimes we're just weak there. Otherwise, we're pretty confident in what's coming at us, that we practiced it, but the cue still gets us a few times.
I appreciate Coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched you guys, and you guys are very sound on defense, and you're very sound on offense. You know what I mean? But your defense, I thought, always comes to play.
Thanks. Yeah.
And plays.
We
hard.
enjoy it. I mean, the kids like it. They have a good mentality for it. So
You're going to bring some people this year, though. I like stuff.
like you said, he's over there. He's all excited over there. No, I think so. That's our
if you
goal.
roll out of that, it should be nice. I mean, because I go as a quarterback and I see that pre-snap look, and then you change it. That's hard.
We hope to. We'll see what. Like I said, maybe not game 1 since they're going to be watching this. So
I love it, Coach.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time, man.
absolutely appreciate
If we go to the last session here and
Absolutely.
finish this up.
Let's do it.
Hello, we're back here. We're just going to talk. Ashland is one of our top customers. I can say that honestly because they do an awesome job with us and working with us. Just kind of give us an overview of your products and how you use them for your football squad.
Absolutely. You're right. We got a ton of products here, and we use them all the time. Some of the top ones we use, our Big Fit sound system. Football wise, we use it at practice. We use it at pregame. Our school uses it a ton on all our other activities and certain events as well. That thing's probably the most used piece of equipment in our school. So it's tremendous in helping our school run. So we get our headsets. That we have a six coach headset, open mic. That lets us. We're still that school where everyone's coaching both sides of the ball, right? So we got a lot of opportunities to talk through things on Friday night. Use the coach pad. Just got done using the coach pad at Hastings camp, drawing up a few things, and then use it for scout cards a lot during the week. We are constantly trying to find more ways to do it. I know Jason does a tremendous job with it. So our goal is to pick something up, this summer that we'll be able to use there as well. So, boy, I can keep going and going.
I know, Coach.
Our Sky Coach system, our down markers. We just appreciate you guys being so close where we're able to try out a few things and then scoop up the ones that we're really liking.
Perfect. Hey, one thing I want to say, Coach. I grew up in the Omaha area and stuff, but now that I've been worked out a few years, I've become an Ashland fan too.
Oh, so, I appreciate that.
And you do a heck of a job there. You got a great staff, and very proud of it. I think you're gonna kick the door down one of these days. I really do.
Let's
I feel
hope
that.
so. Yeah.
And I think it'll come through well too.
Well, we appreciate it. Until then, we're going to keep knocking on it. I tell you that much.
All right. Well, I wish you luck, and everybody from Sideline Power and Ballin W Bill and Coach Thompson, have a great day.